Hello everyone, it's Tubasin here with another video, and today I thought I would make a new playlist called Read This, or Let's Read. I'll think of the name later, but I thought I would share the books that I have read that I enjoy, and the ones that I own currently, and go through them, maybe talk about them. You guys will see my reactions to them. I end up crying a lot in these read throughs when I read through my books because they tend to be quite somber or sad or beautiful. And so, without that, without any more fluff in our words, let's start. And in the very first installment of this new playlist, we are going to be reading through Osamu Dazai's No Longer Human. This is a very sad book. If you are not mentally prepared, I ask you to please fortify yourself in some way, because this book does take quite a sad and dark turn, and I would not like to worsen your day if it's already not been good for you. If not, this might be something you would like to listen to as an ASMR thing, and that is completely acceptable. But without that being said, let's get right into it. I'm going to skip the translation part of it. There's a couple pages, but I'm going to get straight into the prologue. I've seen 3 pictures of the man. The first, a child photograph, you might call it, shows him about the age of 10, a small boy surrounded by a great many women, his sisters and cousins, no doubt. He stands in brightly checked trousers by the edge of a garden pond. His head is tilted at an angle 30 degrees to the left, and his teeth are bared in an ugly smirk. Ugly? You may well question the word for insensitive people, that is to say, those indifferent to matters of beauty and ugliness, would mechanically comment with a bland, vivacious expression. Or is it vacuous or vacuous? I'm not too good at reading. You'll figure this out slowly over time. What an adorable little boy. It is quite true that what commonly passes for adorable is sufficiently present in this child's face to give a modicum, It is quite true that what commonly passes for adorable is sufficiently present in this child's face to give a modicum of meaning to the compliment. But I think that anyone who had ever been subjected to the least exposure to what makes for beauty would most likely toss the photograph to one side with the gesture employed in brushing away a caterpillar and mutter in a profound revulsion, "What a dreadful child." Indeed, the more carefully you examine the child's smiling face, the more you feel an indescribable, unspeakable horror creeping over you. You see that it is not a smiling face at all. The boy has not a suggestion of a smile. Look at his tightly clenched fists if you want proof. No human being can smile with his fists doubled like that. It is a monkey, a grinning monkey face. The smile is nothing more than a puckering of ugly wrinkles. The photograph reproduces an expression so freakish and at the same time so unclean and even nauseating that your impulse is to say, "What a weazened, hideous little boy." Or maybe it's wizened. I have never seen a child with such an accountable expression. The face in the second snapshot is startlingly unlike the first. He is a student in this picture, although it is not clear whether it dates from a high school or college days. At any rate, he is now extraordinarily handsome, but here again, the face fails inexplicably to give the impression of belonging to a living human being. He wears a student's uniform, and a white handkerchief peeps from his breast pocket. He sits in a wicker chair with his legs crossed. Again he is smiling, this time not the wizened monkey's grin, but a rather adroit little smile. and yet somehow it is not a smile of a human being. It utterly lacks substance. All of what we might call the heaviness of blood, or perhaps the solidity of human life, it is not even a bird's weight. It is merely a blank sheet of paper, light as a feather, and it is smiling. The picture produces, in short, a sensation of complete artificiality. Pretense, insincerity, fatuousness, none of these words quite covers it. And of course, you couldn't dismiss it simply as dandism. In fact, if you look carefully, you will begin to feel that there's something strangely unpleasant about this handsome young man. I have never seen a young man whose good looks were so baffling. The remaining photograph is the most monstrous of all. It is quite impossible, this one, even to guess the age, though the hair seems to be streaking somewhat with a gray. It was taken in a corner of an extraordinarily dirty room. You can plainly see it in the picture how the wall is crumbling in 3 places. His small hands are held in front of him. This time he is not smiling. There's no expression whatsoever. The picture has genuinely chilling, foreboding quality, as if it caught him in the act of dying as he sat before the camera, his hands held over a heater. That is not the only shocking thing about it. The head is shown quite large, and you can examine the features in detail. The forehead is average, the wrinkles on the forehead average, the eyebrows also average, the eyes, the nose, the mouth, the chin. The face is not merely devoid of expression. It fails even to leave a memory. It has no individuality. I have only to shut my eyes after looking at it to forget the face. I can remember the wall of the room, the little heater, but all impression of the face of the principal figure in the room is blotted out. I am unable to recall a single thing about it. This face could never be made the subject of a painting, not even of a cartoon. I open my eyes. There's not even the pleasure of recollecting, of course, that's the kind of face it was. To state the matter in the most extreme terms, when I open my eyes and look at the photograph a second time, I still cannot remember it. Besides, it rubs against me the wrong way, and makes me feel so uncomfortable that, in the end, I want to avert my eyes. I think that even a death mask would hold more of an expression, leave more of a memory. That effigy suggests nothing so much as a human body to which a horse's head has been attached. Something ineffable makes the beholder stutter in distaste. I have never seen such an inscrutable face on a man. And that ends the prologue. Next, we will be getting into the first notebook. There's 3 of them, as from what I can recollect. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you do like it, buy the book first and read it before me. I'll just be an audiobook if needed. But with that being said, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.